All right. Hi there, all you my fine friends out in YouTube land. This is your favorite poet, Samzilla, and this is a little different. Periodically, I do my the state of the Sam posts or whatever. No, I'm not going to start turning into the Rock and say, finally, the Sam has come back to YouTube. Nah, I'm not going to do that to you. Anyway, wait, I just did that to you. Sorry, guys and gals and everyone else, my friends. Anyway, so this past month, I had surgery to fix a problem with my nose. It wasn't a deviated septum because it didn't happen at birth. It was a cracked septum slash fractured septum. Basically, roughly 40 years ago, I got into a fight at school. It was my fault. The fight was my fault. I was already mad at the world for a bunch of things, including probably the fact that I was 5'4" and weighed 125 pounds and wore size 12 shoes. So anyway, I got bumped into in the lunch line, and because at the school I went to, kids were in such a hurry to get to lunch that when they got to the hallway that led into that had the cafeteria entrance door in it, they ran down the hallway to get in line, and I was at the back of the previous Bell's line, and I got ran into, and I just turned around and took a swing. If you're going to do that, you want to make sure of something very important. You want to make sure you know who you're attacking. I wasn't making sure of that, and I turned around and took a swing at the son of a Golden Gloves boxer. Yeah, not very pretty for a little 5'4" guy that couldn't punch his weight then and can't punch his weight now when he's at 235. I got 2 punches in on him. I landed 2 punches. He landed 20 on my nose right there, which is not as wide as it used to be because of the surgery. Anyway, all that to say is that something I will never take for granted in my life is blowing my nose and sneezing. I had little plastic stents put up my nose, and yeah, I had to have them there for a week and a day after the surgery. Surgery was on a Wednesday. I got them taken out the next week on a Thursday by the same doctor that performed the surgery. She told me she was sure that I was going to be cussing her by the time that the week was up, and I said, no, I wouldn't be cussing you. I'd be cussing these things in my nose. I'd be cussing my stupidity at the age of 14 or 15 to get into that fight. Anyway, the surgery worked. When I feel comfortable doing it, I will probably post some videos of me singing because, well, I'll just show you. So, okay. I used to have a fairly decent range. My bass voice would disappear every so often and come back based on my allergy schedules and all of that. But yes, I have seasonal allergies. Luckily, we're moving into fall, so they're not going to be as rough. But in leading up to the surgery, I figured out some things that I can do with my voice. And a friend of mine, which probably several of the people that subscribe to my channel also subscribe to her channel, I demonstrated that in a short video that I sent to her, and her reaction was, don't hurt your voice. Because I saw a video of a guy from the Australian version of The Voice, and he was very interesting because he sang for his audition. He sang Ring of Fire, and it started like this: love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I see, and some people might accuse me of doing things to play with my voice electronically, but I don't have the technology for that. I'm doing this on a single desktop, and I'm recording the video live. I'm not recording this and then editing, adding in sound effects and everything. Something else that I learned that I didn't realize I could do is, well, it's a fairly well-known song. I found out that I could actually sing with my falsetto voice and actually make it all the way through the verse of the song, without having to stop and go, oh, okay, I got to recover from that. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Ooh, yum away. So there is that. And yeah, so I'll post videos of me singing when I get around to it. It's I'm learning what I can do with my voice. My voice, I looked up information about post-surgery, that my voice might change, that it would become brighter. The thing is that I have noticed is that I can, you can tell the resonance, the deep part of my voice, even talking now. And so it was quite a surprise when I was sitting there singing along with voice play, or with Jeff Castellucci. I can't quite reach all the way down as low as he can. My range does not extend that low, even when I accidentally use subharmonics. I don't know how to do a lot of things specifically. But the reason why this voice right here doesn't really hurt my throat is because I'm letting my vocal cords go slack. And basically, my description of it is that using my voice, or using that voice right there, the vocal cords are slack, and I'm basically using my mouth and tongue like it's a talk box. Other things that I've done, there are a couple of trailers for a book that a friend of mine wrote, and she invited me to come out to help film video trailers for it. There's 3 trailers. My foot is in the first one, and my voice, because I played 2 characters in it. And the second one has me doing something that a lot of people never expected me to be. I have skills that people don't know I have. I can stage fight. And I can make it look like I know exactly what I'm doing, even if I learned the choreography 5 minutes before I started the stage fight. So yeah, so those are kicking around. If you're well, let's see. Her name is Autumn Slot, something like that. Anyway, you can find them on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, possibly, for her page for her being an author. I actually met her working in the last stage play I was in. I played Samuel Ratchet in Murder on the Orient Express, in the only officially licensed version. The estate of Agatha Christie reached out to the guy that wrote the play, and asked him to write it. So, yeah, I may be getting into some of that again as the year goes on. But yeah, I've got 7 videos lined up to post. I'm gonna probably start posting them on October 1st, and probably do them Tuesday and Thursday and just keep making videos when I have the time to make them, and I don't have people in the house that are going to knock on the door and interrupt me in the middle of the video. Although I am probably going to try to make a sign that says, "The maestro is decomposing, do not disturb." No, maybe I shouldn't do that because that would be a little rough. So for those of you that don't know some of the stuff that has happened this past year, or in the past little over a year, um, you see that door right back there. You can see the door frame, and the doors. It's brighter than the wall beside it and everything. Um, Last year on July 29th, my father passed away. That's the master bathroom. He passed away in the shower. In the subsequent months, we made rearrangements to the house. I live with my mother and sister. Me and my sister take turns driving for mom because she's 78 years old, blind, and 78, 79, something like that. Let's see. No, she's 79. She just turned 79 in August. She's blind in one eye, or not really blind in one eye. She's got an eye problem that has a blind spot in one eye. Anyway, so we rearranged everything because mom still cannot come into this room. She can knock on the door and open it, but she couldn't bring herself to come lay down in the bed that she and dad shared. So I inherited this room, which meant that I had to get used to my bed being a queen size bed because I was sleeping on a twin size bed, and the only time I ever got a queen size bed was in a hotel room. So, yes, you can see the bed behind me. Yes, my recording studio is also my bedroom. So yeah, and I'm a different person than I was before the memorial service for my dad, and I have to give credit to one individual that started that, and then it just ballooned from there because I had a date already planned to go see a play, or not a date, an outing to go see a play. We don't really call them dates because we're not dating. We just go do things like go to the theater, watch a play, go to SpaCon, right there, SpaCon. That's from last year's SpaCon. This year's was SpaCon Infinity. They turned the 8 on its side. Anyway, and I asked her if she would come up for his celebration of life, and she did. And while we were sitting there, one of a distant cousin of mine was looking for one of my first cousins, and she always called him Pretty Boy. Okay, so my friend is she's sitting right next to me, and here's this woman asking my mom if she knows where Pretty Boy is, and she turns to me and says, "Is she talking about you?" I mean, yes, granted, I don't look all that pretty right now, well, with the microphone like that. But she decided that was important for me to know, is that I was pretty. She doubled down on it before we went to the play. Then I went on about 3 weeks to a month asking everyone I was friends with that I knew were interested in men, and said, "I've been told this. It's not true, is it?" Because I couldn't wrap my head around it because I'd gone for almost 40 years barely feeling attractive at all. Just occasional times when I had a girlfriend that made comments about my looks, but I just kind of it never stuck. I got responses like, "Of course you are. or you didn't know this? And I'm sitting there going, no, I didn't know this because no one would tell me. So the Sam that, if you knew me before the middle of August last year, unless you saw me on the stage doing poetry or in a play, you were pretty sure that I was an introvert because I primarily was. I could be extroverted when I had to be, and I enjoy entertaining people, so I was extroverted on stage. But now I'm a lot more extroverted. And quite often in the last a little over a year, I could be seen walking in the downtown area of Hot Springs called Bathhouse Road. I could be seen in the tourist area walking, talking with walking with a woman that I had never been seen with before. And someone would ask me later if she's my new girlfriend. And I'm like, no, we're just friends. So, yeah. Anyway, there's that. And my throat is getting a little dry. I'm going to drink some of my, they don't sponsor me. Nobody sponsors me because I got like, nobody sponsors me because I got like, what, maybe 30 followers. So, yeah. So they don't sponsor me, so I'm going to block the name of it. You can probably guess by the bottle. Yes, I know I probably shouldn't be drinking this, but it's the closest thing at hand. My water is on the other side of the bed. So, anyway, so life is weird. Life is fun. Uh, and I'm going to be posting quite a bit more, or trying to. I've got a good start. Like I said, I've got 7 videos lined up to start releasing starting on October 1st. I might do some spooky videos. See, so I've learned that I've realized that there are genres of music and then subgenres, and then there's even smaller subgenres. Uh, a subgenre of folk, country music, and blues are murder ballads, things like Knoxville Girl, stuff like that. Then I realized that I know of at least 2 songs that I'm fond of singing, primarily in the shower. No, I'm not going to post a video of me singing in the shower because I don't want. Well, if I did, I would do that on an OnlyFans and charge people to have me put my clothes back on. But anyway, there is a small subgenre of songs where the narrator of the song is dead. The 2 notable ones that I know of are Long Black Veil, first recorded by Lefty Frizzell and recorded by quite a few others, and When It's Springtime in Alaska by Johnny Horton. They are both songs that are from the perspective of somebody who has died. And they're often telling you something, and especially in When It's Springtime in Alaska, he's telling you how he died. In The Long Black Veil, he's talking about the woman that's the reason why he did not have an alibi. So anyway, yeah, you can look forward to some videos in the near future. Whoa, this is a long video. I got up to almost 20 minutes. So anyway, I hope y'all have a nice day or a nice week, nice month, nice night, nice whatever time you want to. If you want to just have a nice second, have a nice second. I'll see y'all later.